Good evening, everybody. Today is Sunday, June 29th, and we're about to get into our futures outlook for the week ending July 4th, actually. So, markets will be closed that day. So, week ending July 3rd, basically. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're looking back here at oil. Not much has changed since last week. No real news triggered events. We kind of just continue to consolidate down in this area. You can just draw a big area consolidation right there. Maybe even I like those. You got more touch points there. Um, you can play it off the bottom of this range. I mean, it's a low risk play here. Play it from six or whatever it's at right now, 64.78. Put your stop at 64.41. I mean, and then ride it back up to 66. I mean, pretty simple. Otherwise, look for a break of this range and a momentum shift. Pretty easy on CL. On ES, we continue to make new highs. And the trend is shifting on the 1 hour back to the top side. But I think even though that momentum shift has come in, I think it's going to cool off a little bit, especially after this spike down. I think that it might push a little bit, might push a little bit higher here to test. But I think the play overnight for Sunday at least, put your stop up here, let it kind of drift down a little bit. Take your money, take your profits when offered. Because this isn't really an A+ setup, but I do think that the pullback here is imminent. And we'll look at that with MNQ here in a second. But I do think that 6,300 and over 6,300 is in play here over the next week. If it drops back below 61.56, then I'll look to entertain shorts for like a longer term trend hold play. But until then, I'm going to scalp the pullbacks like we talked about here into the evening session. But I think that upon the early trading hours pre-market to the New York session tomorrow and Tuesday should present more upside opportunities on ES and at least MNQ. We'll get into that here in a second. Gold kind of falling into the same thing. I alerted this on Obsidian the other day. I said that if it breaks down below 3,300, look out below. The next level of support is probably right where we're at, this 32,770 mark. Let's see here. Bang that out. If it breaks down there, I mean, we're looking at a fall to probably 3,200 level, honestly. So unless we break this downtrend here, which I mean that would take a bigger move than just a little bounce here. I'd go ahead and play it to the downside. I think there's a better risk reward at this time. The area that I'd look for a pullback to from down here would probably be the 3,300, 3,310 level. Look for it to pull back to there and then entertain shorts on any sort of movement back down. Okay, that's going to be gold. Let's go ahead and get into Bitcoin, one of our favorite tickers. Just kidding. This has broken the downtrend here. It's come back up. It's reclaimed an area of prior resistance, which is now support of 108,675. I think that we could see 111 here and then possibly pushing up to 112. If these two levels are broken, the bulls are in control and you can confidently take this long. That's where I'm going with that. So let's just watch out for that. But as with ES and NQ, we got the breakout move, but look for just a little pullback back down to this line. It's almost a shoe-in for it to happen. You just got to time the reversal right if you want to get in a little early. I might be a little early to MNQ, but I think we'll be okay. We've already talked about oil, gold. I like to break down MNQ. It's the same thing as NQ. We're looking at the same thing here with ES on the 1 hour. You've got the trend back up. But here's something I didn't show you on ES that I'll show you on this time frame right here. Is that it's already confirmed the top of wave 5 here. If we break down below 22,800, this has got some legs. Trend indicator's ready to shift. You already got the shift down here on the 5 minutes, so we continue to be bearish on the 5. I do think, like I said earlier, that on ES and MNQ, you get this imminent pullback to this area right here, 22,736. Like I said, we're nothing crazy. We're looking for like a 60, 70 point scalp here. That might not be a scalp to some. 10, 20 ticks may be a scalp, but this is This is just how I operate. I think that this is a trend change to the upside, and I think that even with a pullback down to here, you will still see this trend stay intact back to the upside on the 1 hour. So my target probably for later in this week, as I said in the past, we're going to 23,000. Are we going to get to 23,300? No, but we are going to try to test 23,000 this week in my mind. We'll look at our other indicator here, which is called the trade map. And holding above, like I said, 22,721 is the pivot point on the 1 hour. You do have a market structure shift here, which, like I said, I do think that that's important to watch. But I do think this is going to pull back. Going into MYM, it's maintaining its bullish uptrend. It continues to go higher and higher. The next level of resistance, are we at all-time highs? No, I didn't think so. The next level of kind of resistance is going to be probably 44,700 area. So, I mean, I think that we do push up to that, but I do think this was a strong breakout here. And I think that it'll come back down to 43,636-ish area. Maybe not even that low. Maybe only comes down to 44,000. But we do get a breakdown here into this evening's trading hours, in my opinion. I think that it's just imminent. And going into the 15-minute time frame, yeah, you've got the bull bear impulse is still showing bearish, but you've got the trend change down. You've got the shift. Last time we got a little triangle, this moved about 300 points. So I am looking for a 300-point move here on the Dow over the evening. But once that move is materialized, it's the upside all day long, in my opinion. And that's what we're looking at here for YM. And let's see, what else do I want to break down? We'll break down RTY, and then we'll get into platinum, and then we'll probably wrap it up. So with RTY here, you've got the move back up and over pretty much 2,200. You're kind of in this gray area here. 2195 was an area of interest, I'd say. The wave theory claims to, or leads me to believe that that was the bottom of the wave 4 there, that spike down. If we hold up over 2194 or 2195, I think that the bearish narratives in play. But I think that, like I said, on the other equities, ES and NQ, I think there's going to be a pullback overnight. I think if this area fails, you get a spike down. Like I said, a little 20-point scalp on RTY, but you don't break 2172 on RTY. I think it gets close. You already see it starting to hold up here at 2195, but I do think it ends up breaking down. So just something to watch for. And then if you look at platinum here, you've got the sell-off that happened the other day, like 5% down, but seemed to have found a base right here at a level of support. Could it bounce up? Could. I'd wait for it to break up over 1367 here for an actual trusted move to the upside. Let's see. Something I want to show you guys real quick. This is an invite-only script right here, but it is called Futures Pro. It's available. DM me. Let me know what you guys think about it. But this is MNQ, and on the 5 minutes right here, we got the sell signal, confirmed sell, sold off. Now we're getting another sell. I know that the buy is right there, but neither of them are confirmed. But we're at an area of interest and known resistance. I think we come back down to this area of interest. And that what was noted. That's what was noted on my other charts. This is just an aesthetically pleasing indicator. Very simple. Not a lot of, I don't want to say not a lot of code there, but it's just not overly complicated. You know, it's the same thing on the 15. Whatever time frame you want to trade. We do have to confirm buy here on the 15, but I believe that was in this session. I thought it was from the other day, but I still firmly believe that we sell off. But either way, you guys, if you want to DM me, I think that Futures Pro is a great tool and should be at least in everyone's indicator library. But these are my plays for the week. Comment. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback. Let me know if you're liking it or if you want me to break it down a different way, different time frames, or if you want me to look at something I didn't look at or that's in my usual lineup. If you want me to break down natural gas, just, subscribe, send me a DM, and we'll get it put on the list. But other than that, it's a short week. Trade safe, and I'll see you guys in chat.